ladies and gentlemen, it's here. We are ready to review the official Lego Lord of the Rings trilogy set. Let's dive in. So, boys and girls, we've got Rivendell that we can purchase, Barad-dûr that we can purchase, and now it's time. Let's watch this reveal video, boys and girls. God damn. Look at this. Look how sick this looks. I'm taking it back. Take it back to the start. She's there with the cake. The guys are setting up for Bilbo Baggins' birthday. And everything's looking sick. Look at the flowers. And look at Gandalf rocking up with Frodo. Look at that. That looks so sick. And the fireworks going off. It looks so good, man. It looks so good. Look at all that high resolution stuff. That looks so nice. A new Bilbo, new minifigures. That cake build's nice. Oh my god, the hair mold, that new burnt hair mold is really cool. All of that stuff, Bilbo doing his magic trick and disappearing, Gandalf showing Frodo the ring in the fire and all that stuff. That is sick. That's so cool. And then obviously there's Barad-dûr just chilling in the background. Malfa Sauron snoozing on his chair who wakes up the alarm. That's absolutely sick, that. Samwise getting yanked through the window. Look at this. This is so cool. Absolutely amazing to see. And then a little snapshot there of Rivendell in the world. Looking awesome. Gimli going to smack the ring with the axe. Bang. Ah, sick. It looks so good, man. And then there's the real actor who plays Sam in real life. That's so cool. They actually got him in this to do this. It's sick. That's so cool. I love it. I'm so happy. It's such a nice little trilogy set. I hope they do more Lord of the Rings. There's rumours that they're going to try and do one big set a year, but obviously that's just speculation at the moment. Let's really dive into it, and then we'll talk about the gift for purchase too. It's going to have 9 minifigures. It's going to be 20 centimetres tall, 45 centimetres wide, and 27 centimetres in diameter. It's item 1035-4. It comes with 9 minifigures. It's going to bag you 1,840 insiders points. 2017 pieces. I like that. A 2017 little callback there. I like that. That's kind of nice. I like that. 18 plus. It says the 5th of April. However, it's not the 5th of April. If you have Lego Insiders, it's actually the 2nd of April. 230. A little bit more pricier. About £30 over budget than what we guessed it would be. There's image 1, image 2, image 3 with the video. Shows you the video doing like the little spin around of it. 4, and then there's the minifigure lineup. We'll break these down and just go through them all. We got this lady, this guy, Bilbo, Gandalf, Frodo, these two, Sam and his lady wife. Absolutely sick to have some new face prints, new clothing, torsos. All of these torsos are new. None of them have been repeated. Gandalf even looks better and different as well. He looks like he's got an updated face print. And these guys have got really, really nice animated faces. Really awesome looking builds all around. Really made up with that. Honestly, couldn't be more excited about this. The lineup for minifigures is really nice. A lot of people were saying that for the price versus the piece count. And we can break that down. 2017 pieces for £200 isn't the best value for money. But for what it does make and the display model that it gives, I'm a big collector of minifigures. Everybody knows if you watch the shorts on the channel, minifigure collecting is my bread and butter. It's where I really shine and what I really enjoy doing with my time. So for me, builds are just either things that I keep to one side and sell later after I've taken my minifigures from them. I sell them obviously at a discounted price without the figures. But this set actually, for the first time ever, like it's a set that I actually look like I want to build and keep. And it also looks like a set that isn't going to take too long to build. It looks like it's going to come together pretty simply. And it's going to look really effective on display. And I think if you jazz it up a little bit more with some little mock pieces, you could really make a good looking display on your shelf. And I think it will look really nice. Next to like your box set of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and stuff. The little features that it's got are very simplistic and nice. But yeah, would it have been nice to have a little bit more parts and pieces? Maybe an extra few Hobbits, rounded up to 10 maybe, or maybe 12 minifigures for $230. Just inflation these days. It is unfortunate. A lot of people are understanding that now and understanding that it is ridiculously expensive. Lego's getting more and more expensive, and there are some ridiculous Star Wars things that we're going to talk about later on in a separate video. But as far as this goes, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9 based on the official Lego review and what they've announced so far. And that's as well going to come into the gift with purchase. So if we talk about this gift with purchase, we blow it up a bit bigger. We've got the front and the back of the box. We've got the display here and the display here. This comes with 181 pieces. Obviously, they always say that the gift with purchases are like 20 odd pound or whatever, but that's not the case. You can't just buy them individually, unfortunately. But this comes with Smeagol and Deagle. That's Deagle down there in the water, and that's Smeagol there on the top. And if most of you are like kind of a fan of Lord of the Rings are like, yeah, I know Smeagol, I recognize that name. That is the character, the humanoid version of the character before he descends into madness and later becomes Gollum. And Gollum and Smeagol have that duality personality, performed beautifully by the amazing Andy Serkis. And in this image, you can see that Smeagol has a relatively normal face. He's happy. He's fishing. He comes with a unique face print, torso print, which is very nice. His friend down there, Deagle, is swimming around, and he's caught a fish, and it might have dragged him off the boat and pulled him under. But there's a little ring at the bottom of the water, and he's going to go and try and get that. He's holding his breath in that face, but he has got another face as well, which we see in a moment. Like there, look, he's happy, he's out the water, he's not holding his breath anymore, he's found the ring, he's really made up for himself. But then we see that evil-looking face on Smeagol, sorry. And that's pretty cool to see that duality. A lot of people were like, will he have like a scary looking face? Yes. And I like that. And again, both of them come with unique torso prints. Both of them come with unique head molds, new head prints and stuff, double-sided faces. Hair's the same on both. We've seen those hair pieces before. The fish is a nice touch. Obviously, it's a nice way as well, having a ring on display in that set, which looks nice. You can jazz these up. You can jazz that tree up with more foliage. You could maybe add it to like a riverbank scene and make the scene of the bank a bit bigger. You could add a bit more pieces to it. I know the big conversation will be, well, obviously, Tom, you shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, 100%. You should get the set that you want when you get it out the box. You shouldn't have to add more pieces to it, but that is the fun of Lego sometimes, is that you can if you choose to. We've seen people take small builds and bring them up to a big mock scale size thing. So it is possible. You can do it. I know it shouldn't be a thing that we have to do to make it look nicer, but if you have got the brick spare and the time on your hands, you could probably integrate that into like a big sort of Lord of the Rings section. I've got 2 or 3 Lord of the Rings and Hobbit sets at the moment that are retired. I think I've actually got 4 in total. 4 retired stuff at the moment. Some that I bought recently off Vinted to do the minifigure collection, and some that I've just kept from childhood. But Lord of the Rings has always been a big thing for me. I've always loved it. I've always loved the films. I've always been a big nerd for Lord of the Rings culture, and I really do love it. I mean, I'm looking forward in the summer, as sad as this sounds, to do the Tolkien Trail in the Lake District. It's a massive walk, huge walk in the Lake District where you can actually go on Tolkien's famous walk, and the same walk that he'd walk when he was thinking of ideas for Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. And then obviously Peter Jackson did great with the movies, and we've seen The Hobbit as well, and the Lord of the Rings show on Amazon. But it's just iconic for me. It's just a thing that I love, and I think it's very British. And it's nice to see that, obviously, because it's set and filmed in New Zealand. It's beautiful that there's a New Zealand connection to it. It's beautiful that American fans of it have come into it as well. I love how it's kind of all over the world right now, and there's little pockets of fans everywhere you go. And it's lovely to see. It's really lovely to see. I mean, some of our British icon actors have been in it, and that's amazing. But then obviously it's been nice to see it be adapted into different characters in the show, in the Amazon show, and things like that. And the minifigure lineup for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are some of the strongest minifigures I've seen to date. I've collected my fair share of Star Wars and Marvel. I actually, off the top of my head, couldn't tell you which collection's bigger, Star Wars or Marvel. But Lord of the Rings, which I'm building right there, you can kind of see that display case just building slowly in the background. I can even go full screen and show it a little bit better. It's just, they're just there right now. And I absolutely love them. Like, those guys are icons for me. Like, that world of Lord of the Rings is iconic, and I love it, and it's a big part of my fandom. So, I will collect Lord of the Rings, and I will collect The Hobbit, and I will support those Lego sets. I can understand massively if you're a fan at the moment, and you're a bit like, oh, it's a bit overpriced, I don't like it, it's this and this and this. And hey, have your opinion, have your voice, comment it down below, let me read it. I want to see what you guys are saying about it as a whole. Obviously, I'm going to have my opinions, you guys can have really different opinions from me, and that's great. But I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking about this. I do believe, if anyone's like, Tom, do you think this set's overpriced? Yes. I do think Lego as a whole this day and age is overpriced. But I think because they've got no other strong competitors. Like in the gaming world, we've got competitors now. We've got big titles who can battle it out against each other. Lego are just in a space that's theirs, and no one's stepping on their toes. So there's fantastic customs that are made, and there are fantastic people out there who do rebrickable and stuff, but Bricklink is owned by Lego, and they're extortionately expensive. Lego sets are getting more and more extortionately expensive. So yeah, if you're going to argue that it's overpriced, I'll agree with you. I'll back you on that hill 1,000,000%. It is overpriced massively. But for what I'm looking at, and for what I'm prepared to pay for it, and I'm lucky to be in that position where I've saved up some points, I'm going to get a discount on the thing. I'm going to knock some money off of it. I've always knocked money off my Lord of the Rings purchases. I mean, there's a story coming out soon about Baron Durr's purchase where I bought Baron Durr for $4.99, and that's just a great story. I need to, like, I had that on my Tom Origins channel, but we need to bring that to the Origins Bricks channel and just talk about it, because my God, was it a good video. And I really need to bring it back and just talk about it a bit more. But yeah, it was really good. It was a really good story time. So I'll have to bring that out probably closer to the release of this, just to hype us up. I'm nearly finished my Lord of the Rings collection. I've got a big fig on the way. I've got one figure on the way off eBay, and then I'm down to my last figure to try and purchase, and it's the hardest one to get for me. It's a tough one. It's a toughie. It's definitely a tough one. But I'm gonna try and be patient. I'm gonna try and be smart. I'm trying to pick it up when it suits me. But yeah, then I'll be finished, and then we can make the video. Here's my entire Lord of the Rings collection, and we'll review all the minifigures, and we'll give them all ratings and stuff like that. And this is the trilogy set. We've got Rivendell, Barad-dûr, and now this. I'm happy that it's cheaper than Barad-dûr and Rivendell. They were very expensive, and I was running out of room. So it's nice that this is going to be slightly smaller for the display and the size, and the price is slightly less. Obviously, 2 of these will get you a Barad-dûr, or 3 of these will get you a Rivendell, so it's probably good for the best that this is cheaper than both of those. I do like that. However, yeah, just a little bit better value for money would have been great. But I give it a 9 out of 10. Give it a 9 out of 10 for what it's worth. And if it was a better value for money, it'd be an easy 10/10 all day long. But let me know what you think down below. Subscribe to the Origins Bricks channel. We're going to do a big celebration when we hit 200 subscribers. We're nearly there, and you guys can make that change happen. See you in a bit. Love your faces.